Hello, everybody. What the flick? I'm William Bibbiani, Meredith Placko, and we are here with our latest review of Doctor Who. Knock, knock. And I think, I'm not the greatest expert in Doctor Who. I haven't seen every episode in Doctor Who in history because it's a lot. But it seems to me that pretty much every Doctor gets a haunted house episode.
Oh yeah, it's almost like required, at least in the new ones, because we got I think the first real haunted house one was the one Neil Gaiman wrote.
Did he do the spirit photography one with David Tennant?
Yeah, I think.
Was that him? I thought he didn't start until Matt Smith.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he was the one who did that.
We've had plenty of them.
I know. Well, someone will correct us.
Someone's like, right, thank you. This is what the internet's for.
We really appreciate it.
The internet is for Doctor Who trivia, Star Trek trivia, and What the Flick.
Yep.
Those are the three things.
Exactly.
So we have Bill, and we're sort of bringing it back into reality. She has a daylight. She has a life.
Yeah.
She's a student, and she's getting a flat with a bunch of people. And I don't know if you ever had to do that, but that sucks. That is difficult and expensive, and all of the places that they turn down are places that I've basically lived.
Oh my God, I was so confused by it. I was like, is this just a British thing? Is this something that is really popular with British kids, or do American kids go and try to get a big place together?
Oh yeah, no, back when I was in college, back in my day.
Yeah.
That's especially when you live in an expensive neighborhood. I went to UCLA, and Los Angeles. Nothing is cheap in Los Angeles,
No.
and if you're on a student's budget, cramming 6 people into a 2-bedroom apartment. That is not uncommon.
Man, I was super privileged because my mom bought me, but she paid for my apartment straight out. I didn't have to live on campus.
Nice.
She's just like, have an apartment, you'll study better. And I was like, cool, thanks, Mom.
Yeah. So we have this sort of injection of reality, and of course, and Bill even says to the doctor, "You're not a part of this."
Well, that was my favorite thing, because I don't think we've had a companion in recent memory that puts such a line between their lives and their life with the doctor.
Yeah.
I feel like Bill is she's like, yeah, this is all fantastical, this is amazing, this is cool, but when we have our adventures, that's our time. Outside of that, this is my time. I have a life that doesn't revolve around you.
Yeah, we had that a little bit with Clara when she had a job and a boyfriend, but it's like the show was really eager to move past that moment.
Exactly.
Oh no, I have a job and you shouldn't be here. We'll have 3 episodes about that, and then it's back to status quo.
Yeah.
Why did we do that?
It seemed really forced with Clara, and I didn't believe that she didn't want that more than, she didn't want her normal life more than she wanted the life with the doctor.
I was a little concerned as the episode was beginning that one of 2 things was going to happen. Either all of her roommates are going to die, or we're going to be stuck with all of her roommates. Because I got to tell you, they're okay. The actors are reasonably charming. They're not interesting characters.
No, they're not.
They're just Scoobies.
They really are.
Just Scoobies, just scattered everywhere.
Part of me thought it was going to be all the kids from Class showing up.
I actually, for a second, I had to check. I was like, oh, is this a crossover? What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm like, no, okay, no, it's fine.
Yeah, so we have, they move into a suspiciously nice house. And
nice is subjective.
Oh my God, I would love to live in that house.
Did you see how much paint was coming off the walls and how damaged it was?
We'll repaint it. It's fine, as long as there's no mold, we're okay. We're fine.
Just an infestation.
How I would love to live in that haunted house. I don't care what's in there. Oh my God, it's always been my dream to live in a haunted house.
Too creepy, so creepy. No, thank you.
Oh my God, you want to live in a house that proves there's life after death? My God, that's like the best. And then you get to keep living in the house after you die, after you die under mysterious circumstances.
I'm pretty secure in my belief of what happens when I die. So if ghosts or alien ghosts want to come mess with me, I'm like, no, I just want to sleep, man. Also, please don't bring me into the wall. I don't want to be part of this living house. That's a little too literal about staying in the house after you pass.
It's another big Doctor Who trope, though, to take this one little element that we're all familiar with and just say, no, that's the big deal. So you're in a haunted house and it's creaky floorboards, creaky walls, and that's the sinister thing. That actually the wood is the sinister thing. And we've had enchanted wood before. Many times in Doctor Who. Yeah, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe episode had enchanted trees and so on.
Listen, you can only do so much. There's only so many routes you can take.
You're gonna have to repeat eventually. And I think that's kind of my only problem with this episode. I like this episode. It's fast paced. There's a lot of really fun imagery in it. Bill and the doctor have a great chemistry. I liked him pretending to be her grandfather and having to actually sort of pretend to other people that he's normal. But when you get right down to it, the actual structure of the episode, this is a pretty standard Doctor Who episode where there's something fantastical happens. The Doctor figures out that it was this, but it was actually this, and then everything is just sort of quickly resolved at the end, and we kind of learned a valuable lesson, but not really. It just feels kind of disposable.
Yeah, I mean, but I will say, given previous seasons' disposable episodes, this was far better than the rest. Like, I was actually engaged. I wasn't sitting on my phone while I was watching. I think because I really like where Capaldi has found himself now. I feel like he's really come into his own, and I said this before, which is such a shame because it's his last season.
Yeah.
And this was, while this definitely was a throwaway episode, it was a lot of fun. Also, the ending, I did not expect the mother-daughter twist, and then the way that she basically killed her son, or her. That
was dark. And again, I've been enjoying that they've been going back to this sort of Russell T Davies tragic element in a lot of the stories where people will die and will take the time to really feel something. I also like this new status quo, and every episode re-solidifies it, because Peter Capaldi's sort of craggy, erasable version of the Doctor really gets humanized a lot when you put him in a position of a curmudgeonly teacher.
Exactly.
It really does just unlock the dynamics so much more effectively, and you really are more willing to forgive him for his jerkiness, and you're going to love him for every little moment where he humanizes, just like any good teacher.
Yeah, he's like that cranky old teacher of yours that you ultimately learn, you know, more than just a lesson about numbers or words. You learn a lesson about life with.
Yeah,
I think I can point to like 4 professors in college that remind me very much of.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
And I think I have a lot of affection for them. There's a couple of bits in the episode though where it just feels like they didn't really go anywhere. Like, there's this whole bit where the first person who spends the night in the house gets pulled into the wood, but then the record keeps skipping, and that's why he hasn't been pulled into the wood yet.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh, it was lulled into whatever because the record keeps skipping. We're gonna do anything with that? Nope.
Nope, because I thought that was gonna be a way that they helped defeat it. And you know, we kept seeing the tuning fork where, you know, the son, or you know, the creepy dude would just
sound is very important.
Yeah, but we didn't really capitalize on that. I know. I think they could have done a lot more with defeating the bugs with sound. I would like to have seen more of that.
I kind of like that it didn't boil down to simply we found their kryptonite, but it's just weird that they never brought it up again at all.
Yeah, I mean, other than in the music box, and that was how they should, you know, he brought them in the music box, woke them up. I mean, but it didn't. It was weak. It was just a little weak.
It doesn't build to anything satisfying. At the end of the episode, we have the vault opens.
Oh, it does. Okay, so
it sort of does. The implication is right.
Mine cut out. So I've been DVRing it because I have cable now.
Yeah.
And so it cut out.
Where did it cut out?
So he says, "Hey, I'm in," and he like touches it, but I don't know.
Then it was gone?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he came in and he had brought food.
I saw the food.
He brought food and he was going to tell a story, and it was like, and because clearly whoever was inside didn't give a crap, and it was like, yes, but it's got young people being eaten by wood, and the person inside just, I think the door opened. If
oh my God, man.
I think it's like a jail cell. I think we're definitely saying it's hard to imagine it's not the master.
I mean, yeah, because who else would enjoy a story about kids being killed, you know?
Yeah, well, I can think of a few, but at the same time, it's like, who's big enough to make the reveal worth it? And Doctor Who, again, is a show that really thinks it's smarter than it is sometimes when it comes to these twists.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. The other possibility is he's got his future self in there, and his future self is a jerk. He's gonna like turn into the Valyard or something.
See, I'd really like it to be something like that, because I mean, I love the Master and I love Missy, and I'm all for them coming in, but I want to see like some weird who-on-who action. But it might also be, well, yeah, I know, that came out, you know what, there's fanfics
I want that on a shirt. Yep. I want to see some weird who-on-who action.
I'm surprised it's not out there already. It should be. But what if that's how they introduce the new Doctor? We don't get a typical regeneration scene. We get the new, that would be so cool.
I would love it. I think that'd be fun. You could introduce just someone's in there, and then the Doctor regenerates into that guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, that could be really, really satisfying.
I would like that.
I wonder if we're right and we're
I think we're too smart.
You think we're too
smart? Yeah.
Okay. Oh, poor Doctor.
I know.
Peter Capaldi's run on the show has been so scattershot. It's had incredible highs.
Yeah.
And incredible lows.
But at least he's consistent right now.
Yeah, he's good, and the show this season is really, I'm gonna miss him now.
I know, right?
Really miss him now. Oh my God. So we'll be back next week with more who-on-who action.